Okay, let's do this fucking shit.
Hey guys, it's Monday, May 18th, and it's time for another episode of MSF News. Okay, so we have got a new milestone event called the Power Up Milestone, and this is actually really good. First of all, the way you get points is you get 25 points for winning a blitz battle, and you get 125 points if you win or lose an arena battle. Now, these milestones, purely power cores. So you start at, and there's a lot of them too. Okay, here. You start at 50 power cores per milestone. And as you progress, you go up to 75 cores, 100 cores. So, I haven't done the math, but it's a lot of power cores. So I should be blitzing a lot more than I am right now, because I'm only working on milestone 10, and there's 40 of them. So that, in conjunction with the quarter blitz they're doing, I might have to just go nuts on that. But then again, it does last for 9 days, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's only been live, like, a day now? And I'm up to 10, so that's not too bad. Let's see here. 2,000. I've gotten 2,000 points. And the last milestone is for 12,000. So, let's see here. Let's just do the math right now. I got a calculator here somewhere. Where is it? Okay, maybe not. But I can pull that up. Okay, so 12,000 and 25 points. That is 480 blitz battles. Say an average rotation, and for me, is 22 teams. So we'll divide that by 22. That is just over 19 rotations, and that's assuming you win every battle. Me, unfortunately, I only do 2 to 3 rotations a day. So we'll say 3. So if me personally, if I do 3 rotations a day, win every battle, I'll get all the milestones in 6 days. And I've already done 10 of them, so it may look intimidating that there are so many milestones, but I don't think it'll be too much trouble to complete them all. So, also we have Ebony Maw coming up next Monday, about a week from now. So that I'm hoping to get them. The only real wild card right now is my Karnak. He needs about 90 shards, so definitely gonna be crossing my fingers for an offer for him. I saw the yo-yo offer. Unfortunately, I need like for like 140 shards to get her up, so even if I bought both offers, it wouldn't help me. We got the Cull Obsidian Blitz coming up on the 21st, which will actually be this coming Thursday. The Taskmaster event is currently live. And from what I understand, that team is killing it on defense. So, fortunately, my priorities are in leveling up my Black Order right now. Because, kind of counting on unlocking Ebony Maw and being able to get them in arena. So, but speaking of Cull, I'm sure you guys have by now heard of the seed theory. Basically, the way it's supposed to work is you are put into a seed as far as your odds on orbs and that. And by spending gold in-game, supposedly you can reset that seed. So if you're in one where you're getting really bad odds and you spend some gold, I believe the amount to spend is like 400,000 to reset the seed. And then you open some lower priority orbs that you get a lot of, and you look for that 1% drop out of them. And if you get that, that is supposed to mean that you're in a good seed. And then theory is you go in and you open up your red stars, and you'll have a higher likelihood of getting a 4 or better in the regular red star orbs. And then from there, as soon as you get an Elite 4 orb, you open that, and there's a good chance that you can take that 4 to a 5, and so on. I can't confirm whether the spending the gold resets the seed. I've tried it out a couple times, and for all I know, it could be resetting my seed, but just put me in an equally bad seed. But again, this isn't confirmation, but I did try it the other night. Normally, ever since I started hoarding my red star orbs and waiting for that feature character to be released, so you can get that 10 and now 15% drop on it, I've pretty much gotten a four red stars on every character release since I started doing that. I usually have anywhere from like 15 to 20 red star orbs saved up when the new characters come around. Now, I hear about people that are complaining about the characters not being in the Elite store until they are farmable. And people are complaining and basically throwing out the compromise that they should make them, their red stars, purchasable up until 4 stars. So I don't know if I've just been getting really lucky with the 4 red star drops, but I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, it's not that hard to get 4 red stars. So when Cull Obsidian came to the red stars, either I have been getting really lucky with my drops, or I got really unlucky with my drops on that one particular day. Because I had about, I think, 19 red star orbs. I opened all of them, and I had 2 Elite 4s. Opened both of them. And best I could do was 2 red stars. So the other night, I sat there, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can test out this seed theory. So I started with what they call the indicator orbs, which tell you if you're in a good seed or not. And the ones that are recommended for that are event orbs, like the Taskmaster event we got going on right now, gold orbs, or milestone orbs. And basically you're looking for minimum purple drop. And gold orbs, God, I don't think it's 1 million, but the one right below that, I don't know, don't quote me on that. It might have to be 1 million or better drop in the gold orbs. But in the milestone orbs, if it's a 10 shards of Captain Marvel or Coulson, then that's the 1% drop for those. Also, the fully assembled Gear 14 pieces. And the milestone orbs, it's the big character drop in the center pillar. So I said, what the hell? I'm like, I got 4 event orbs here. I'll open these, and if I get a good drop, I'll try opening some red stars and see if there's anything to this. Well, that very first event orb I opened, I got 16 Taskmaster, and I'm like, okay, according to the theory, this would indicate that I'm in a good seed. So I went to my red stars. I opened 3 red stars, and on the third, I got 4 red star call. So, I mean, you can say that's confirmed, but that's just one instance for me. But, I was happy with that because I already have Proxima, Corvus, and Thanos at 4 red stars. So ideally, I want to get the whole team at 4. So, as I said, I do eventually want to use these guys in Arena. So, that's my my interesting story on that. And also, everyone can look forward to receiving some Captain Marvel shards. If you guys remember, it was probably about a month ago, 2 months maybe, they decided that they were gonna, for everyone that wasn't around for that first Widowmaker Captain Marvel milestone, daily login calendar, for him being the first one to complete Dark Dimension 2. The plan was they were going to take all the players who weren't around at that time and give them 50 Captain Marvel shards. Well, what happened when they rolled this out was it unintentionally went to players who were around during the login calendar and therefore not intended to receive these shards. So their fix for this now is the people that got them and weren't supposed to receive them, they're going to keep them. Everyone else who was not intended to get shards but didn't get shards, they'll be getting 50 shards. And the people that were intended to get them and did get them, they'll be getting an additional 50. Which is great. Because they were supposed to get 50 shards that other people weren't anyways. So that's fine that they're getting the extra 50. And it's really good for these players because Captain Marvel is 100 shard unlock. So these people that missed her that first time around, they'll be unlocking her for the first time. So unfortunately, that means that's more Captain Marvels we have to look forward to going up against. But good for them because as much as I hate her in the MCU, mostly because of the stupid things that come out of the actress's mouth that plays her, and the fact that in the movie she has zero personality. But that's besides the point. She's a really good character. So, and we got a blog here. The blog also does address the Captain Marvel shards. But first we have the difficulty selector for Ultimus 6 and 7 actually. This is going to go into effect today, which means you won't be able to launch any Ultimus raids today. Let's see, it says in a previous blog entry, we announced the raid difficulty selector, which will allow alliances to increase the difficulty of certain raids, Ultimus 6 and 7. 6 and 7, for a greater challenge and increased rewards. Today we're able to share a few more details and are happy to announce that we're putting the final touches on the feature and expect it to go live next week. There was an in-game message saying it would be the 18th, which is today. To ensure proper implementation, we'll temporarily disable the ability to start a new iteration of Ultimus 7 raid for approximately 1 day. This will happen approximately 25 hours before the raid difficulty selector is implemented, and subsequently can be accessed by players. As this will make the raid temporarily inaccessible, compensation will be sent to account for this missing time. That I didn't know about that. That is mighty generous of them. The first iteration will feature only support the raids of Ultimus 6 and 7, but we will be looking to expand the feature to additional raids in the future. Additionally, we have bridged the gap between U6 and U7 by making the normal difficulty of U7 easier than it is now. That's good, because we finally got to the point in my alliance where we're doing 60% almost every day. It's pretty much rare now that we miss a 60%. But once you get past that 60% mark, it gets incredibly tough. I don't even know if we pushed, if we could 100%. It gets nuts. Difficulties increase enemy stats as well as per node and per reward tier, and are displayed in the rewards page. When you have the difficulty selected, reward tier improvements are automatically included in the rewards page. Higher difficulties multiply the stats of enemies compared to the normal difficulty version of the raid. The multipliers are not cumulative as you move up. In order to unlock increased difficulties, alliances will need to reach the following threshold. Ultimus 6 raid, complete 60% or higher. Ultimus 7 raid, complete 100% or higher. The higher difficulty, the more the rewards you'll get for clearing a mission node individually, and the more rewards you'll get when the raid ends. The first time you complete a new difficulty with your alliance, you'll get a bonus first time reward. These rewards are tied to the individual players, not the alliance, and can be claimed once in for difficulty. Can be claimed once in for difficulty. And can be claimed. That don't sound right. Alliances will earn rewards for reaching each of the 3 thresholds for clearing nodes at 30%, 60%, and 100% completion. For the purpose of raid season points only, the points earned on a higher difficulty at 60% completion will be the same as the difficulty points that preceded it at 100% completion. As it should be. When you're finally able to interact with the selector and get into a raid, you'll see a slight difference between power values of characters shown in the node preview and the values shown in the battle. There's likely to be a 1k to 3k variance per character and be rounded to the nearest 1,000. This is because the power values were pre-calculated when mission data was saved to allow raid maps to load quickly. We're also looking to correct a visual issue where the total power of a node might not actually equal the sum of the individual characters' power numbers. One thing to note for the future is that there might be a need to change the number of bonuses. The number of bonus leaderboard points players earn per node between raid seasons to ensure balance. I'm really looking forward to that being rolled out. So that should be sometime tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening. And here's the blog regarding the Captain Marvel shards I talked about. So there was recently an issue where some players were erroneously sent 50 Captain Marvel shards via the inbox. The intent was to only send the character shards to certain players, eligible players, that missed out on fully claiming the original Widowmaker calendar in March 2019. The plan to ensure an equitable distribution among all players. Players that were ineligible to receive the 50 Captain Marvel shards but erroneously received them will get to keep them. Players who were ineligible to receive the 50 Captain Marvel shards and correctly didn't receive them recently will be sent these 50 Captain Marvel shards. Players that were actually eligible to receive the 50 Captain Marvel shards will be sent an additional 50 shards. Basically, by the time that all the character shards are distributed, all players will net an additional 50 Captain Marvel shards over what was originally intended. This plan is currently being worked on and targeting distribution sometime next week. For players that missed the original Widowmaker calendar entirely, didn't claim a single day, that was activated today. That was activated today and should be visible in your daily calendar reset. Thanks for your patience while we organize this information. So that's really good because that's going to take my Captain Marvel to 7 red stars. And that's going to make me want to get those gold promotion credits even more because I got her at 6 red stars right now. And I think a 7 red star Captain Marvel would just be insane. And she is also one of the characters I am using in Dark Dimension 3. And this was Friday's blog. Okay, it says, Commander, the time has come. The Black Order's legendary Black Tongue General has arrived to give his master and the final three Infinity Stones. We've also got the lowdown on the newest legendary event, a milestone event for all you Power Core lovers out there, an Elsa Bloodstone sighting, and more. For now, just sit back and relax while Ebony Maw whispers sinister nothings. Oh yeah, it's another thing I forgot to mention. Elsa Bloodstone becoming farmable. Replacing Hand Blade Master in Nexus 5.3. But we'll get to that. It says, plant the seeds of destruction with Ebony Maw, the Black Order's legendary member. Thanos is second in command. Ebony Maw is a dangerous telepath capable of controlling the minds of all who stand in his way. He's also a master tactician, possibly equaling Thanos himself. As a member of the Black Order team, Ebony Maw is their support specialist. At the start of the battle, he grants Thanos 3 Infinity Stones: Reality Stone, Time Stone, and Soul Stone, as well as regeneration, death proof, and immunity. During battle, Ebony Maw applies immunity and barrier, steals enemy health, and redistributes it to his allies, in addition to applying ability block to all hero controller enemies. Speak the will of Thanos with Ebony Maw. Traits: Villain, Cosmic, Mystic, Support, Black Order. Basic: Needle Storm. Attack primary target for piercing, plus bonus attack 3 times for piercing. Apply Bleed. If primary target is a hero controller, apply Bleed for 2 turns instead. Special: Insidious Whisper. Energy cost 4 or 5. Apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all allies. Apply counter to self, all Black Order, and Thanos allies. Apply offense down for 2 turns to all enemies. Clear counter for all enemies. Ultimate: Force Transfusion. Energy cost 5 of 7. Steal health from all enemies and redistribute to all allies. This bypasses heal block. Repeat this attack 4 additional times. Apply Slow to all enemies for 2 turns. Fill speed bar for self and all allies per Black Order and Thanos allies. That's a pretty nuts ultimate. Depending on what that health steal is. You know what? He is in game now, so let's take a look at that. Okay, it starts at 3%. Redistributes maximum of 25% of this character's health. So, well, let's look at the upgrades here. Apply Slow, repeat an additional time, repeat 2, 3 times, repeat 4 times, Slow 2 turns. Per Black Order and Thanos allies, fill speed bar by 5% for self and all allies, and reduce speed bar. Okay, so it may do it 5 times, but it's only 3% health steal. Compare that to Minerva. Hers is only 15%. Well, yeah, it would be the same amount. Okay, so it's still... Okay, so it's pretty much Minerva alt with bonus. Passive, Envoy of Thanos. On spawn, gain 2 regeneration, 2 death proof, and immunity for 2 turns. Plus, fill an ally Thanos speed bar per Black Order ally. On ally Thanos' turn, if he doesn't have the Reality Stone, Time Stone, or Soul Stone, grant them to him. Plus 2 regeneration, 2 death proof, and 2 immunity for 2 turns. This character can only do this once per match. On death of an enemy hero controller, gain charged, apply immunity to all allies, and barrier for all allies for a percent of this character's max health. If charged, on enemy turn, apply ability block to all hero controller enemies, then clear charge. This cannot be dodged. Gain resistance. Black Order and Thanos allies gain resistance. Okay, Black and Ebony. Even with Thanos at the helm, the legendary team like the Black Order reaches new heights with their legendary member. Your first chance to recruit Ebony and Maw is coming soon in the Black and Ebony Legendary event. For this dangerous mission, you must assemble a team consisting of Black Bolt and 4 other Inhumans. Together with Ebony Maw, you'll journey to another dimension in an endeavor to acquire 3 Infinity Stones. A complete Black Order team grants Thanos all 6 Infinity Stones and empowers Thanos with new formidable abilities. Power Up Milestone Event. Don't miss the upcoming Power Up Milestone Event, where you can fight your way to a heap of power cores starting May 17th at 5 p.m. Battle and Blitz an arena to achieve milestones and rack up power cores. Ushering in the event will be a 10-day login calendar that'll pay out a total of 2,000 power cores if you log in each day. Which means if you also complete all the milestones, you can acquire a total of 5,000 power cores. So there's the answer to that. There's 3,000 cores through the milestone event. We also have offers available that can be purchased with power cores, as well as the following events alongside the milestones. Quarter Blitz. The cost to reuse your characters in Blitz won't exceed 5 Blitz charges. Re-energize. Refreshing your campaign energy will not cost more than 50 power cores. Gear Blowout. Get 20% off purchases with gold and shop refreshes. Raid Frenzy. 20% cost reduction in raid energy, heals, and revives in raids. Campaign Mission Character. Say Sayonara to Hand Blade Master in Nexus 5-3 campaign mission because Elsa Bloodstone is taking his spot. Now's your chance to recruit and rank up the Supernatural team's sharpshooting blaster. If you need Hand Blade Master character shards, they'll still be available in Villains 3-6. Okay, and we got the blitzes for the week. Pulverize hapless foes with characters in this week's blitzes. First up, in the Psionic Assassin Blitz featuring Psylocke. Crack the whip on character shards with this mutant ninja who slots into the powerful X-Men team. Next up is Dwarf Star Blitz, starring Cole Obsidian. Stomp all over your enemies and to recruit and rank up the Black Order's Bulwark Protector. Bonus events take advantage of 2x character shard rewards and campaign nodes during this week's bonus event. If you're looking to recruit Ebony Maw in his Black and Ebony Legendary event, then you won't want to miss Terrigen Storm, which rewards 2x character shards for Inhumans in these locations: Miss Marvel, Mystic 2-6, Karnak, Nexus 8-6. I will definitely be taking advantage of that, the re-energize there to try and get my Karnak up. For anyone looking to improve City Heroes, Neighborhood Watch event is here for you. Which rewards 2x character shards for City Heroes in the following locations: Iron Fist, Nexus 1-9, Jessica Jones, Villains 2-9, and Nexus 4-9. Luke Cage, Heroes 3-3. Punisher, Heroes 1-6. Night Nurse, Heroes 5-9, and Villains 3-9. Until next time, good luck, Commander. Okay, so we got legendary events coming up. Obviously, on Monday, the 25th, we will be having Ebony Maw. And on June 8th, it'll be Phoenix. June 22nd, Star-Lord. July 6th, Invisible Woman. July 20th, Nick Fury. August 3rd, Magneto. August 17th, my birthday, Black Bolt. And it's still showing the date for Shuri that has already passed. So I'm going to say that is going to be more than likely August 31st. If not, it would be September 7th. As far as the Flash events, obviously we have Block Party coming up on the 22nd. And the following week, seeing it as that'll be the 5th Friday in May, that's more than likely going to be nothing. And then we will pick up on June 5th with Chaos Theory. June 12th, Relic Hunt. And then June 19th, Payday. Alright, so that covers all the news there. And let's see if I got any orbs here that need opening. No, I don't want that. I only got 2 red stars, but I'm going to hang on to them start saving those for Ebony Maw. How did I get this? That brings me up to... How did I get a Dwarf Star Orb? Oh, you know what? I bought what did I buy? I bought one of the offers, and it came with a bunch of orbs. I bet you that's where I got it. I think it might have... God, I don't even remember. think I might have bought it for gear. I think it had some gear I needed. But I'm not seeing it here. Oh, nothing that's really jumping out at me anyways. I want to say it was like 14 bucks. So it wasn't that. You know what? If it's what I'm thinking, I think it had mega orb shards too, which would give me a mega. Yep. Okay. All right. Come on, yo-yo. Ooh. I got excited there for a second. Yeah, well. Milestone orbs too. Must save those as those indicator orbs. Okay, whole lot of nothing out of those, but that's nothing new. I think I actually need the rescues. Yeah, I could have used those hand sorcerer shards about a month ago. Wow, a whole lot of hand in these. Not always use that orange gear. And what I really need are the damn mini uniques. Got so many characters just completely stalled out on them right now. Now the damage catalyst, that's a good one. Got almost enough to build a piece of gear. Crap, I just bought one for tickets, didn't I? Alright, that was that. Alright. I got another premium. That can be anything for anybody. Don't look like it. Alright guys, we'll call it there. And I'm still doing my Dark Dimension 3 run. I'm on day 6, about 40% into Node 2. So, but other than that, I'll be back next week with another news video. We'll see you then.